Good morning. Whoa. Saturday morning coffee, steaks, squats, Calvert Fitness. Branding. I should have this sitting right here. Product placement in the corner. No, you guys are already on the inside, so it doesn't really matter. So today we are talking weekend eating, right? Because you answered that poll earlier in the week. And most of you said you struggle the most on weekends when it comes to sticking to your diet. And you won't necessarily have to stick to your diet if you know how to plan for it. So the most important thing I could parlay here, parlay, big words for an early morning. That's actually only 6 letters, so not a big word. It sounds bigger than it is. Anyway, the tip for you is to, let's say you have plans in the evening, you know you're going to a certain restaurant, simply take 2 minutes out of your morning, Google the restaurant, decide on something off the menu. They may already list the calories, the macros on it. If not, you can kind of punch it together and then throw that into Nutrition in My app, right? Or MyFitnessPal, and that'll give you a sense of how much calories you have to work with the rest of the day. And typically you won't have as much as you'd like. So that means skipping breakfast, having a salad for lunch, eliminating snacks until that evening dinner, and then you can go fairly hog wild based on what you plan for, including a couple drinks, that type of thing. And typically you'll be net positive for the day or close to it. Worst case scenario is you overindulge and it just falls off the rails. And the next day you kind of have to make up for that. So either fasting longer, eating lighter, ditching the carbs for a day, doing a little extra exercise. And if you can manage that, get back on the horse the next day and push a little bit harder. I know it doesn't seem like the ideal thing to do, but that's the best way to ensure that that weight loss is going to continue. Plan C is just to take the next day as a normal day, get back onto it. Don't do anything extreme. And it may take longer to get your weight off that you were hoping for, but eventually by Tuesday, Wednesday that week, you're back where you need to be. I believe the cat is eating behind me. I saw a cat head. That is. All right. So that is essentially the most simple tip I can break down for weekend eating is plan ahead, throw that meal into your phone, and get a sense for how much calories you're working with. Typically, it's going to be higher than you expect. So the next piece I want to talk about is tools of the trade. So this kind of goes back to food prep, which I spoke about last week, which is an essential skill to have if you want to, be successful with this long term. So what we're talking about with tools of the trade is stuff that makes your job easier in the kitchen. There's one thing called the Instapot, which you literally set it and forget it. It cooks everything, seems to make it perfect. I do have one of those somewhere around here. I should have brought it out, but essentially it's, food prep for dummies. You throw things in there, similar to a slow cooker, right? So if you have a slow cooker, that's a little more delicate, right? You kind of have to watch it over the course of the day, but same deal. So I do have the Mansformers chili recipe that I can throw in the comments for you. But yeah, that's about it on that. So the last piece is, when it comes to food prep, there's really 2 options, right? Same with grocery shopping. There's the time option where you're gonna have to invest more time, or the money option where you spend a bit more and you get things pretty much ready to go. So let's start with time. And that's pretty much planning your meals for the week on the weekend. Get a whiteboard up on your fridge. Taco Tuesday, Wednesday we're having chili, etc. And then when you go grocery shopping on Sunday, you have to get the ingredients for that. And so each evening you're kind of making dinner with your spouse. That's time invested, right? Okay. The alternative to that is a food prep service, or getting, the grocery stores nowadays have chicken that's pre-cooked, it's cut. Usually it's in a pack. There's like fruit packs, all that stuff that's higher priced, but comes ready to go. rotisserie chicken for another. And then there's services that actually will send you meals hour by hour. I don't have any specific recommendations in Winnipeg. I don't use one. But what I do use is HelloFresh or Chef's Plate, which gives you 3 or 4 dinners for the week. You order on a Tuesday, it comes Wednesday, and then you've got like it's recipes. It's very simple to follow, 15 minutes or less. Only risk with that is trying to control the calories. Usually the fat is a little high, it's a little rich, so you cut the butter in half, that type of thing to save. But again, you're paying for that. But I do have a referral link for that, which I think gives you three free plates if you want to start with test that out. We kind of like it once a month. We don't do it weekly, but certainly another option, right? So food prep, time versus money. If you're willing to invest the time, get the accessories in your kitchen that can do the job for you. Prep big on Sundays. For your lunches, this is how I do it. Prep on Sunday afternoon, enough for my lunches, at least through Thursday. And then we kind of plan our dinners that we're just going to cook on the fly when we get home. And that does not always work out, I'll be honest with you. You can plan ahead and then the kid gets sick and that goes out the window. You hit a drive-through. It happens. But ideally, if you're planned ahead, you're less likely to make those mistakes. Okay? So that's it. I hope I'm live because I did a lot of talking. But yeah, if you have questions, drop them below. I'll put the Chef's Plate link below as well. And that's that.